So in today's video, we're going to be talking about everything you need to know for this past week with regards to the second stimulus check. Now, I normally don't start out a video asking for a favor, but my boss has been kind of hard on me lately for the past few weeks.
Brian, who's your boss? Aren't you an entrepreneur? Don't you work for yourself?
No, if you're a YouTube creator, you got a boss, and that boss is the freaking almighty YouTube algorithm. So Sir Algorithm has bent me over on his lap and has been just clapping cheeks lately on my channel. So we really went from having some very big months. I would say we were getting like 2-3 million views across on a monthly basis for the channel, but for the past few months, man, it's been going down. It's been going way down. And I normally don't really ask my people for a favor, but just this one time, please drop a like on this video. I send back karma just right through the YouTube screen, and you guys are gonna have a great day by doing that. All right, now you clicked on this video because you want to hear everything about the second stimulus check, and I spent the last few hours compiling as much research as possible in order to give you guys the best in-depth and most accurate information with regards to when we're gonna see our second stimulus check, who's gonna get it, and the actual situation on where it is. All right, so let's go ahead and start this video out with some good news. All of our political leaders are in favor of the second stimulus check. And here's what I found. Donald Trump has said this past week, I support actual large numbers than the Democrats when it comes to the stimulus package. Mitch MCCONNELL said he believes the country needs one last boost. Jerome Powell said a full recovery is unlikely until people are confident that it is safe to re-engage in a broad range of activities. Usually those activities will require things like a second stimulus check because people want to go shopping, people want to go golfing, people want to, I don't know, go back to the gym. But if you have no money to pay those fees, those memberships, if you have no money to eat out, another additional stimulus check is going to be the answer to that. That's going to be the incentive in order for people to get on those activities. So definitely a lot of good news this past week with our political leaders in favor for this second stimulus package. So how much money are we talking? Because we've heard some crazy ridiculous amounts. We've heard $4,000 in the air. We've heard $2,000 a month retroactive. And then if you have a family and a wife and kids and you max that out, that was supposed to be $10,000 a month plus all the past months that we didn't receive anything. So here's the most viable list that I was able to come out with. We got the $2,000 amount, we got the $1,200 amount, and then we got an even smaller amount than that. And here's where I stand. The $2,000 amount was really the most popular one, I would say a few months back, when Senator Kamala Harris actually went ahead and announced that $2,000 a month monthly package. But if I were to be realistic with you guys, if I were to be upfront, because I'm not going to sugarcoat things and say, oh, we're all going to get that $2,000 check when it's not going to happen. Realistically, we should expect the same amount that we got from the first CARES Act, which is that $1,200 amount. Now, some little bit bad news from this past week is the fact that they want to reduce that amount because there have been a little bit more emphasis on hospitality workers that are making less than $40,000 a year who really need this money too. So the other argument to the stimulus package is, okay, too many people who aren't actually going through some financial issues during this time don't need the full amount. Let's reduce that income cap, which originally was around $75,000. They want to bring that down to $40,000. Now, that is really the low end of things. And in my opinion, even though they're saying that, I find that to be unrealistic because the people who are getting affected by this are not just the ones that are making less than $40,000 per year. You could have an income of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. That income could have actually been cut this year. You could have been furloughed. You could have lost your job. There could have been so many things that are actually happening with regards to unemployment rates and people not making as much money as they used to, where it would just be completely unfair for the rest and majority of the Americans, where the median income sits at around $50,000 a year, for that to be excluded. So yeah, I see the argument in that, but I also do see the reasoning where it should be a little bit more fair. And I think the CARES Act, they didn't do a good job at distributing those stimulus checks originally, but let's agree on this. The $1,200, although it wasn't the most, I feel like a good majority of people were able to receive it and they were able to put it to good use. And we did see some good lasting effects from that first stimulus check. So with proven research and proven data, it only makes sense for them to repeat what they did before. So if this does get passed, we're actually looking at the beginning of August. I've said this a couple months ago in my video. Things still haven't changed. Beginning of August. That's when we should hear the good news if it does get passed. The next session starts on July 20th, and they have a period of 15 days to work this out, which actually goes to August 7th. And during that time, if they're able to figure things out, we should see something passed. But if they're unable to come to an agreement, it's actually going to get pushed back a lot farther than that, which is pretty unsettling. If that's the case, it's going to go to September 8th to September 25th. And by then, I don't want to say that, it's too late and America is probably just going to burn down at that point. But, with all the things that we've seen within the past few months, I feel like that's not too crazy to say. If they were to push back the stimulus check payments, if they cannot come to an agreement during the date of the August window before that next recess, and this goes all the way until the end of September, I don't... Yeah. It would just be stupid, in my opinion. That's just stupid. We have people out here starving, still not being able to go to work, and we have cases reemerging. And think about this. We've had one stimulus payment. That is it. We've had a $1,200 amount when we've seen other countries handing out their citizens even more on a continued basis. So $1,200 for that amount to last us 4 or 5 months, or maybe until even the end of 2020, our government needs to do a better job at helping out their citizens. They need to do a better job taking care of these families. They need to do a better job at coming into agreements, because the days and months that keep going by, people are just getting pissed. That's what I'm realizing in a lot of these stimulus check videos too. People are just upset right now. Sometimes they lash their anger out at content creators, but I know in reality, people are just mad at the situation that we're in. In most cases, people are saying 2020 is a flop. This is the worst year I've ever experienced on all 50 years of my life on this planet. I get it. 2020 is not the most ideal year, but I just want to give you guys some encouraging news. Our government leaders, they better be doing something. The power is in our hands with election year, and if they don't do something, we vote them out. We let our voice get heard. And thank goodness we have communities like this, we have viewers like this, and people who are just in support of one another. Because at the end of the day, if we have each other, I still feel like that has a lot of strength with it. Now, guys, I don't want to go too, preaching out here, that type of style, but those are my thoughts with regards to where we stand with that second stimulus check update. I hope this video was able to help you guys out, and I'm not even going to say you guys should drop a like on this video, because if you guys listened to me in the beginning of the video, then you guys would have already done that. So if anything, feel free to drop a comment down below on what you guys think about this whole situation and what you guys want to see next on the channel. I go through a lot of the comments. I do read almost every single comment, even though sometimes I cannot get back to all of them. I do read them. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all have a beautiful weekend. You guys are all amazing, like always. See you guys in the next one. Peace.